we're going to do is we're going to need a green 350 balloon for the head. You're going to need a 160 or 260 for the ears, but the 160 is actually preferable. And then a 260 for the hat and another 260 red for his onesie. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the onesie. This is a super easy body. I'm going to inflate this. You don't need all of it, so just soften it a little bit, not much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bird body roll through. So we're going to make his body not too tall, about maybe not quite a full hand's length. So right about there. Yeah, right about there. Bring it down so that you match the size there. Twist that around a couple times. Send the knot through all the way, including the knot, so not just the nozzle, but the knot as well. You're going to match up the sizing of that again. Make that bubble, roll it through, and then you're going to match that bubble so that they are all for the same size. Once you get that together, you're going to pull that knot through to help secure this at the top. Then what you're going to do is bring this back to the back side of this quad, and I want to make a bubble and then a pinch twist. And what this does is it allows me to, oh, you know what, I made this a little bit different. Forget that, just scrap that. Okay, I forgot. Okay, so to make it easier, what I did was I'm just bringing two arms down. So one arm first, about halfway. You're going to make that arm like this. So we're making this part right here. Then we're going to send this balloon through the quad. Bringing that through so that you only have what looks like his little arm to the side there. Then once you have that, you're going to start twisting off a bubble for the matching arm, and you're going to bring that up to the top. And you can take your nozzle if you want and wrap that around that a couple times. And then to finish this, I'm going to add a pinch twist to the back of the body, and what this will do is allow the, once I put the head on there, it's going to allow the head to sit forward. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in a second. Okay, so this is what you should be looking at. Okay, here's the pinch twist that's going to hold the head forward, and then the two arms. So this is our little onesie. Okay, now we're going to build the head. So take your 350, and we're going to make a linking balloon out of this. So again, I want to choke up on this and then inflate it to be as wide as I want his head to be. All right, I'm going to tie this off here. Squeeze that a little bit so that it's firm, and then tie this knot off in here, like that. Then what I want to do is let the air out of this, and I'm going to cut off the excess so that I can make my finished linking balloon. And bring those two ends together, tie a knot into that. And you want to make it kind of firm, so you want to pull a little bit on these tethers so that it's not real loose but not so tight that it's converging it. Okay, so I can cut off, well, let's leave this for the moment. Okay, next we're going to put on the hat, the red part. So I'm going to take my remnant and I want to secure the red balloon to one side of his head. And I'm going to tie, you know, a knot through there to secure it and keep it on that side. Just like that. Okay? Then we're going to bring that across. And I want to do a split hat for the little guy here. So, I don't know, a couple fingers. You can eyeball this. There's nothing that's has to be done certain length, whatever, however tall you want that hat to be. So we're going to match that, bring it over here. I'm going to break off the excess here. Tie this to the other side of the head. Tie that into a knot. Just like that. Okay. Now at this point, I'm probably going to attach it to the body just so that it's a little bit more firm to work with. So I'm going to take one of these tethers and I'm going to wrap it around this pinch twist in the back. Actually, I don't even have to do that. I can just slip this pinch twist right over that, the tether right over that pinch twist. So I didn't even have to tie anything there. That's just like that. Okay, then we're going to take our white to finish off. Let's see here. Nope, can't use that one. Okay, so inflate this. And so we're going to tie this white part here. Bring it across. Now, what I've always heard is that, you know, don't organize your balloon, you know, as you twist. You should really just arrange things when you're finished with it, because it's going to be going all out of sorts anyways. So we're going to bring that there, match that up, tie this off. Uh-oh. Got a leak. Okay, we can salvage that end. So again, I'm just adding the fur around the head of the hat. Once I finish fussing all around with this, you'll see what the finished product is looking like. Have you ever found that it's easier to redo a balloon than it is to fix it? That's how I feel sometimes. All right, here we go. Okay, that's done. All right, finish wrapping the hat. So just secure that around there as best you can. Tie this off. Tie a square knot. All right. Okay, so let me pinch twist this here. All right, this is what we've got so far. We're almost done. Now we need to add the ears. Okay. So again, I think a 260 works best. So we're going to take this and inflate this. Sometimes if the balloon sticks because where you would cut it, you just need to flick it to unstick it. Or you just get a new one. All right. So what you want to do is you want to soften up the ears a little bit so you get some malleability in them, and so you can soften it and then you can shape it a little bit easier. So I'm grabbing about a hand's width, a little bit taller, so you can get some shape into it. Bringing that around, tying this off. Okay, and then we're going to break this apart, leaving a little bit of end on there so that you can attach it. We're going to make our second ear, bring it around, match it up to size to fit that. Once you've got that, actually let me squeeze this a little bit so that it's soft and malleable like the other one. Okay. Tie this off. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take, to help clean this up, you're going to, let's say I want to tie these two ends together just to make it cleaner. Keep those ends together. Okay, then I want to tie this ear into this side. So you got that. All right, there's one ear, and then a second ear. Again, we're tying these ends together so that we can keep the design tight and to clean up the mechanics on this. Mechanics are being these little unsightly nozzles and stuff. For those of you who might know that, that's what we refer to as being the mechanics. So once that's tied off, we're going to tie our other ear in. You want to tie that in tightly so it pulls it snug into the head. Just like that. And then once it's all tied in, you can cut off these little bits. Now, one of the things that I did so that it makes it easier as opposed to having to futz with these things is, well, first of all, you're going to shape the ears. I kind of just push forward and pull forward this thing just so you get like an interesting little curve in the ear. And so I'm going to do that to both sides. I just grab both sides, I push down and pull up so that you get that nice little curve. Now what I did is, because these ears are delicate and I don't have pinch twists to kind of hold them in everything, I am taking my U-glue dashes that I got from Tristan. He offers a great deal on the quantities of this. And what I'm going to do is affix this, this U-glue dash so that the ear is held in nicely and it doesn't flip all around and get all screwy. So I really love the confidence that U-glue dashes give me when I'm preparing something and I want it to stay. Okay, we're going to do the same to the other side. So the way U-glue dashes work is they come on a sheet like this, and you have a whole bank of U-glue dashes that are on here. The way you apply them is you take the U-glue dash off with the tape on it, and then you find out where you want to place that U-glue dash. Once you know where you're going to have it, you put down the dash, and then there is, and then you're going to lift the top protective wax paper off of the dash, and this allows you to not have to handle it, and then we're going to stick that on there accordingly. Okay, so there you have it. We have our did someone find out the name of that? Okay, and then we're going to add our little ball at the top here. So I'll just take this new one, add a little white ball, and then we will add our face to this design. Let's see here. It's not the child, is it? It starts with, I think, a G, Broju or something like that. I looked at it earlier, but I forgot to write it down and commit it to memory. Okay, Fred thinks it's called the child. Okay, now we've finished our sculpture. We're going to take, in Bada Boom stickers, it's called the Green Master. Oh, the Baby Green Master. That's what it's called in Bada Boom stickers. Okay, so again, this is a transfer face, and it's going to transfer 4 elements to the face. And after I apply this, I'm going to show you a tip too. So here, you're just going to eyeball it, place it on there, rub all the features on there, and remove accordingly. Pressing back the sticker, do you see I've got it pressed back? And I'm just rolling this off, just like that. Now, one thing I want to show you here that applies to other stickers that may not. When you might see a little bit of buckling here where it's not fitting the balloon all the way. And so what you do here is, well, look, I've even cut that kind of crooked. So like, I just want to show you that these stickers do not, you know, pop the balloon. This was a little bit off-centered, so I'm just showing you how I'm going to move that over. And then the other eye. Okay, whoops. I forgot his little smile. Okay, so I'm going to pull that off of here. Okay, there we go. Here's his little smile. His nose still needs to be moved to the center. Anyways, even, you know, just having to move those took some time. So what I have to do is I have to cut an allowance into the eye so that it can conform. It's like when women's clothing, when you have to fit the bosom, you have to cut a dart. So we cut, I cut a little dash there, not too deep because that will make it more pointy coming out, but I'm going to lay one end down and then I push to make it conform over. So it's going to do a slight overlap. So I'm going to do the same here. I'm just going to make a small cut. You can do that prior to putting this on, or you can do it afterwards. There you go. He is complete.